live in just a moment. Starting on
the stream. I don't know.
Oh, it's starting on a different. Very confused. I'm very confused.
What's up, man?
Are we? Are we not? Got two different ones. What? Are we? Now? Oh, we might be. You know? Might be here. We are. Guys, something with.
I'm on the link, Bance. I don't see it. It's still set to scheduled.
Yeah, something's going on with that scheduling properly. It's a different link. Well, the resolution's nasty right now, isn't it?
So we've missed a little bit of action as Keyboard Magnuson is sitting. Oh, as soon as I say that, Onion Barge goes up first with 1 minute 4.3.
That's it. Okay, now we should be online. Guys, can you see this? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah, something went wrong with the scheduling because it didn't want to pop up. But I think I fixed. Set it up as a separate stream. So the day is saved, I think.
Hooray!
Ooh. Okay, so what have we missed?
We've missed the big introduction.
Oh, we have missed the big introduction. So everyone,
better late than never.
Is fine, right? Everything is just like Thimo, not really. But this wasn't entirely our fault, was it? Never works when it. So the Triton. Yeah, okay, we are pretty much here. And Kitsune is. Hello. We have missed a little bit of qualifying. Probably get straight into that and not waste time because.
Okay. Well, I have my own very own Ted Kravitz, or whatever you call him. I have my very own Ted on track. And he has reported that it is as unreliable as they were the last time. It is going to be a dry quali, dry.
Yeah, the sky looks a bit undecided. This car goes fast. It does indeed. That's one of the attributes of a Formula 1 car. Y'all are just gonna get clapped.
Except if it's a Williams.
Except if it is a Williams. Although not in this game. Not yet.
So we've got, what is it, 2 reserves from the 2 SLRL, Hugo's and Jack, who have a very good shot of winning this.
Looking at Milos again, but that's mainly because he promised to get a pole in, not just for us, but for the audience. And so we're seeing him go onto the lap now on his ultra soft tires, And I expect nothing less but pole on Milos.
A 1:03 minimum. Otherwise, it's a waste of time.
What is Hugo's doing there? He is he's as a reserve, okay? To fill up the grid a little bit more.
He's also driving the Toro Rosso.
He just goes straight up to let him by. That's, you know, that's better than nothing. Jeremy says Hugo is there proving that he can't clutch, and Kurz makes a bit of a mess of that corner, and he goes off, and he's pretty much ended his lap here. So we're gonna have a look at Vinny, who's finishing his lap right now as he goes into the last corner onto the start-finish straight. And what time is he gonna be setting? He's gonna be going into P3 on the super soft tire. I'm gonna put on the details for the tires. Vinny, technically speaking, being the fastest car on the track at the moment, just looking at the tires. So, not too bad, not too bad. Jeremy in chat, race hasn't even started and Cursed already bottles it. Shaking my head. Now what can I say? Who is worth watching here at the moment?
Well, I'm just running on with Chief. He's just coming round to finish his lap. It's actually pretty decent, to be fair.
I also don't know if this was mentioned, but Atrocity's not here today. That's because he's moved up. One. And OceanChief puts it B6 on the Ultra Soft.
Yeah, I see Rados on the wall there, just on the main straight.
Yeah, something of that, but I can't go over to him data-wise. On the topic of Curse bottling it, in chat says Thomas, at least he is consistent. This has become a roast session more than anything. And shout out to the boys Jenna Tools and Hugh Jesse. Go. So Tipsy, anything on your front to report?
Just this toast that the wife made, it's epic.
You're approaching your 40s and words such epic.
What do you mean approaching my 40s? I'm only 34. You watch your tongue, son.
Basically 40 then, isn't it?
I'm old enough to be your father. You will show me some respect.
Oh, barely.
No, to be serious, it's been a pretty reasonably quiet qualifying so far. Qualifying is, of course, the least eventful period of a Formula 1 weekend, I think, except qualifying. But yeah, there's not much to report at the moment, although Hugo's going around warming up his lap or his tires on a soft set.
Yeah, Motocross is going on to the start finish straight on super softs, and let's see where he puts it. He puts it into P4, which not bad. That could be a lot worse, so congrats to him.
So because there's been quite a number of people moving up to tier 1, the leaderboard now is a bit messed up, I think. For the moment, I'm not really sure who's leading. I think by default now it is Satoshi who is the current driver's leader in the championship.
Satoshi?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think he's just been more consistently scoring over the rest of the guys.
And he hasn't left.
Yes.
Okay, well, Satoshi is not slow, so that's not a huge surprise. I say as I just sounded surprised.
What is surprise is Cursed on my screen has set exactly the same time.
He has, actually.
So effectively, he has almost come through with what he promised and getting the pole.
Not fast
from
enough.
a pole.
Cursed, I was promised a pole position. You promised everyone on the stream a pole position, and I don't think anyone here will settle for less. The thoughts are coming out. Unacceptable. Satoshi in chat says, "Ooh, I suck," after we just talked about how he's leading the championship. Clearly very humble.
I know Adam got a new wheel, so I don't know if he's using it.
Yeah, he got one from eBay, didn't he?
Yes.
We talked about that last week. See, we're giving continuity, aren't we? We're talking about things such as his eBay purchase,
which I had considered sniping just for badness.
For that van.
No, just for badness. Do I need subtitles or something?
Yeah. Okay, I'm not looking at the right people right now. I'm just kind of sorry about that, guys. I'm kind of just like hearing people going on out laps or in laps and actual action. And I'm doing the same right here again. Who's on a lap at the moment? It would be OceanChief. He's on a lap at the moment. Looks like. Yeah. So let's just watch him go around in circles.
And then I think you maybe run on with Benny because he's on his out lap.
Yeah, he is. So if Kurs can get pulled, then I want to join tier 2 as well. You're really setting the standard of that. Whereas Tipsy, our 40 approaching man, would say very epic.
Look, I'm closer to 30, alright? So, less of your cheek, or as Jeremy would say, you're gonna get clapped.
There's ultimate clappage. And OceanChief crosses line. Nothing has happened. No, he's on that. No, now he's racing. Yeah, now he's. Okay, I was a bit confused because this ERS is very drained.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely him going for a hot lap. He's already over half a tenth down though in the first sector, so the way he will recuperate his time as he absolutely revs the hell out of his engine there. I don't know if that's spectator, if that's really him doing that, but in any case, really trying to maximize it.
Chief, of course, is the oldest driver on track at the moment. Well, I think all season. Well, ever, actually. Ever will be, actually. He can't get much older than Chief.
I mean, he is the only man on the grid that has experienced both the Great Depression, World War I. Props to him for even being legally allowed to play the F1 game. Ooh. I get some German messages, very nice. Adam has retired. In fact, a couple of people have retired, including Silver. I wonder if that is scheduled. The one thing I am wondering at the moment. Meanwhile, bless OceanChief soul. I hope he qualifies in P11 so he gets free tire choice.
Well, Satoshi might jump him. Jack might jump him. Hugo will probably jump him. So.
Milos going on to a lap. Wait, Milos is out on this one?
Eh?
Oh, you know, the very sad thing is, right? If you had gone for another Ultra, he was legitimately so close to getting pole, but that doesn't count. That does not count.
Yeah, but hang on a minute. He's done his time. He's matched the pole time on Super Softs.
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
On my screen, it's Super Soft.
No, that shows what he's on at the moment. Not what he set aside.
Oh.
No, he left on Super Softs.
You would think after almost 5 seasons of this, I would know that.
I mean, you haven't been spectating for 5 seasons.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been taking part.
Oh yeah, but how would you see this then? Yeah, because I don't know. I don't quite know if he didn't have a set of orders, or if he just misjudged something. But he was very, 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 very. You can't get any closer to pole than this. Legitimately, it is not possible. No one says he used all his ultras. Yeah, that seems the most likely. Yeah, he tried it, but he didn't get it. Yeah, I mean, I feel disappointed. You know. Anyways, I'm a bit impressed he got there, though.
Hugo didn't set a lap, so he must be going.
He is starting from the back, is what he told for the banter. So I'm gonna put on the. No, I can't. I have to wait. I'm gonna. Very excited to see where he ends up come end of lap 1.
Well, it's a good job I don't have Jeremy here, because he'd be diving everyone.
He would be, wouldn't he?
You killed me the last race, but I put him back in his place.
How that goes sometimes.
Yeah, message to Jeremy: stay retired, son.
By the way, Magnussen finishing his lap. He's on a hot one. He has not abandoned it. His DRS is almost completely out, and he puts it.
Oh.
That's supposed to be drum roll, but he puts it in.
Oh, an anticlimax.
Milos says half spun second last corner and brake marker was on for one of the turns. In other words, you would say your lap was dog excrement. You like to say in our racing. That's something you can connect with.
I mean, all I hear is excuses. He said he was going to put it on pole, and he didn't.
Well, I mean, it always is. I mean, I have faith that he will, you know, do a baller start, as the kids say. Straight past P1, you know, he'll already be 3 corners past by the time the rest even start at the lights, you know what I mean? I mean, that's faster than a shadow, I'm sure. Either that, or he's gonna drop down like a stone.
Or maybe he has the big investment package.
Does. Let it be known, ladies and gentlemen. Real money, mobile game, got an advantage of his fellow league comrade.
Yes. Shame on you, Curse!
Disgusting. Do not know what to say to that. Except,
I mean, it just makes me sick.
yeah, I mean, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. No, well, I'm pissed off.
I'm just mad now. No, I can't do this. I'm shutting up the stream. Thanks for watching. No.
Abort! Right, here we go.
And it's like
so.
Yeah, go on.
So who do you reckon Bant's gonna clutch this one?
Well, it's not gonna be cursed if his formation lap starts anything to go by. I hope that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And if it's anything to do with clutching, well, it's unlikely to be our friend Hugo.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I know that Boneless Cigar has potential. I mean, he just barely lost last race after he got a tire puncture, and an epic battle with Atrocity. So, you know, I know he can do stuff. He's that. Say so myself. Otherwise, I don't know. Yeah, Hugos and Nick, who is called Jack in the game, I think, are
Jack,
a possibility. What do you think?
Well, if Jack and Hugo's had a set lap, they probably would have been in the top 3, and they'd have been the favourites. Although a lot can happen starting from the back. You can't write them off. That's for fact. Jack and Hugo's incredible pace, but I mean, you've got Satoshi, Grassy Joe's quick, Pretorius was quick, Silver's quick, Magnussen. I mean, all of them. It's a hard one to call. I think this will be the first one that I will refuse to call, because I don't know. All right then. flip's sake.
Just put
Eduardo.
something. Gonna be a cracker of a race, Triton. Please no racism. That.
Alright, here we go, boys. Here we go. They're lining up.
Get a good camera angle. Oh, this is it, I guess.
Yeah, the spectator one I'm on's not bad, yeah. So, question is, can Onion Barge hold on to P1 to the first turn? Can Kirst get the jump on him? Always keep your eyes peeled for Vinny too. Here we go.
Yep. Count the lights. It's 5 red lights. And away we go! And yeah, Kirst gets a pretty decent start. He's in the wheelbase there of Onion as he goes into the corner. He doesn't get ahead of him quite though. I'm gonna turn on the little intervals into position changes.
Sorry, Bans. Grazie Joe completely misses braking point and hit the back of Adam, and I'm certain he's got damage on his front wing.
Ooh, as Kirst turned in on the Haas driver there. And having a look at him. But yeah, he's lost a position to Vinny and also to Keyboard Magnussen and Boneless Cigar, but he does get it back from both of them. Yeah, he's in P4 now, so this is not the greatest start from him. He's lost 3 position.
So Hugo's got has jumped Edward and Jack so far up to P16, and he's hunting down Red.
Alright, yeah, we're on board with Hugos now from the back, just having a look at that. If you want to have a look maybe at the midfield as well.
Yep. As Grazie Joe, yeah, as I suspected, Vance, he's got front wing damage. He's coming to the pit. We've got a Cyber going very slow on the main straight.
Hugos over here trying to go up Radios. By the way, Radios, I was asked to mention that he's back in SLR now. He left because he was unhappy with his driving, and he's now rejoined, confident that he has what it takes to race a league. So let's keep an eye on him.
I believe Rados, as Keeper Magnussen's, he was almost. I think he must have had to give up his position because he was going slow on the main straight. And now he's hunting the McLaren of Satoshi back down again.
By the way, I just want to mention, of course, reading the chat as well. Jeremy, I know exactly what you meant with that faith joke. Exactly. We're not going to mention that on chat, on the live stream. Is there anything happening else? Hugos has moved up 5 positions. Kind of battling through, isn't he? And
oh, Silver's going for a dive on Kirst. No, he backs out of it. Although it might have spooked Kirst a little bit because maybe he ran wide. Silver's setting him up.
Oh, yeah, and he's going to try and go around the outside of him into the braking zone. He outbrakes him as well. Was there contact there? I'm not quite sure.
Not sure.
I couldn't see it from my perspective, but he does let him go, although I don't know if that was voluntary or not. So, yeah, that's pretty much done and dusted for now. Let's hope that first. I mean, of course, he owes us a lot after he missed out on getting pole, which is something he promised the viewers.
Keyboard Magnussen's up on the back end of Victorious.
Oh, Kirst has gone off, by the way, in the last corner, but he's back on track.
Yeah.
I'm having
further back behind that, you might see a pass Keyboard Magnussen. No. Is he going to?
No, he's going to
go for
people, but he knows his DRS here now. You guys didn't know, I believe around 50% of this track is a DRS zone.
Yeah, he's going for the dive.
50%. So, there will be no shortage of overtaking, I believe. Has he come? Oh, might. There's also Satoshi in the McLaren right behind them. So it's going to mount up a challenge for them well. Let's start. Position changes one last time. Hugos has made the biggest jump upwards.
Satoshi and Keyboard Magazine are having a good battle here, Bance. They keep swapping positions.
There's one thing we didn't really mention properly about the Grassy Joe's the Ferrari driver. He fell back an incredible amount from P10.
No, I called it early. You're obviously not listening.
Well, I was kind of busy, you know.
Well, I was shouting at you.
This is what I'm dealing with. Guys. I'm not getting paid enough for this.
You're worse than my wife. Not even listening to me. Flip's sake. I said at the start of the race.
I do not blame her.
Me, I'm an absolute delight. Okay, so
I hope she's happy with Jeremy.
What do you mean she hopes she's happy with? We're gonna leave this till after the stream, all right? Okay. Grazie Joe missed his breaking point. Turn 1, start of the race.
We missed Bonus and Vinny again, you plebs, is what we just.
For goodness sake! He ran into the back of Adam, damaged his front wing, had a pit.
No, that's what Triton just said in chat. Okay, yeah, we're back to racing. That little.
So Hugo's is up to P11, and he's right on the back of right on the back of Motocrosser.
Adam, the guy who shot a wheel off of the penalty, and so did Curse. Curse not having a good time.
Shit. What do you call it? From
well,
6
yeah,
to
Satoshi
7.
had a bit of a moment there, didn't he?
And Motocrossers trying to get past OceanChief on the main straight.
Is that so? I should probably catch that action. Yeah, he tries to keep it around the outside, but there's 2 Toro Rossos, which should be a flashback to him. Generally most of the grip, because, you know, generally in the past, 2 Toro Rossos meant no good. They've always occupied by very fast drivers. As Curse has another moment and loses yet another position, under risk, under threat of losing his 7 to Motocross at 85 as well. Of course, OceanChief hanging in there with another Toro Rosso behind him in 2 SLR Hugos. Gonna go on board with Hugos here as he has a bit of an overlook to the whole stack of cars, as Curse is really close to the house over there in front. And they're all going to be very close to each other as Curse has a moment, and then OceanChief makes a bit of a mistake and drops back. Motocross and Curse going side by side into turn 1, and surely that could not possibly go wrong, and it doesn't. They actually get through surprisingly fine, and OceanChief gets a penalty. OceanChief has not won out quite yet. He should maybe think about sending it. Although hopefully he's not listening to the stream right now. Don't actually do that.
Satoshi was getting his front wing changed, so we missed what happened to him.
Yep, we've missed a couple of things. But,
too busy arguing. Oh, Jack is closing in on this little scuttle of cars, and he should be joining this. Oh yeah, he's right on the back of Tats right now.
Yep, there's quite the train of cars here, and I suspect it will stay like this. Bundesliga, by the way, getting a 3-second penalty for corner cutting, I presume. This is gonna keep going for a while. As I said, there's about 50% worth of DRS on this track. More or less half of the track is DRS zone. So assuming that they're gonna be this close the entire time, yeah, there's no chance that's gonna dissolve itself anytime soon.
Little bit of contact between Tats and Chief, and they are now following it up onto the turn 2, I think.
Oh yes, they are, and Tats outbrakes himself, I believe, up the inside. Not the cleanest thing I've ever seen, but at least there's been no incidents there. As Renault gets followed down back straight by. That is as a collision.
Jack's still following this battle between Chief and Tats. I'm sure he obviously took on board that dive from Tats, so he'll be mindful of that whenever things get heating up between them two.
Oh, by the way, for everyone watching in chat, please smash the like button and the subscribe button for more epic races and commentary, okay, here on the channel. Cheers. I have to do that at least. Right.
Oh, Chief still going for a pass on Cursed. Turn 2.
Oh, Triton. Oh, yeah, that's true. Let's have a quick look at what's happening here.
Oh, nice clean
has
move by
really
Chief.
dropped down the order, hasn't he? I mean, this is not going great for him. I know he always intensely watches back these commentaries just to see his driving, so I'm kind of looking forward to him hearing about our comments here. And, oh, he kind of smashes it down the inside of OceanChief. Like, you guys should smash the like button, by the way. A maneuver, I suppose, but he's not going to win out on this one as he went outside and he hits the grass and gets a Mercedes coming by him. Oh, and the Williams as well. He's now in P12, starting second, losing 10 positions and 10 laps.
It's almost like watching Vettel. That dive from Tats on Chief must have woke Chief up because he has got some serious pace at the moment.
Yeah, oh, and the Williams goes up the inside of Tats again. As, and I hope I don't start his name, Quati gets another penalty. Very close together. We're not missing any other battles right now, I hope.
No, I'm just flicking through it. No.
Okay. Yeah, just keep me up to date. I'm just going to stay on these guys because obviously quite the train of cars.
Keyboard Magnus is going on the outside of Eduardo on the hairpin and makes it.
Has made it.
Pretty straightforward, yeah.
Not a bunch of carbon fiber on the side of the track. That's always a good thing, I think.
So the closest battle I can see at the moment is from 7th to 9th. Pretorius and Chief will both have DRS.
Yeah, and Pretorius is going to send it down the inside.
Oh.
Not giving each other the most space I've ever seen, but they do get through fine.
Chief might sneak up between both of them here if he can play it right. Oh, he's Chief trying to play in the middle of them.
Oh, no, I'm pressing the wrong trigger button. Oh, yeah, he's putting himself in the mix there.
Oh, Pretorius. Oh, and then Adam loses control.
Yeah, he lost control. Oh, and OceanChief basically gets this position handed to him as everyone around him seems to combust.
See, that's the beauty of us old men. We have patience of saints. Although in saying that, Jack is right on the backside of Chief now. He wants a bit of Chief.
A bit of Chief.
Chief is, of course, one sexy man.
Yeah,
I can concur.
An old man, but you know, some people find that attractive.
He just oozes sex appeal out of every orifice.
Heard it here first. Let's see if he has any chance of getting him here. OceanChief didn't get a bad run. He's going directly into the defensive round because he knows with the DRS. Actually, you know what? The Williams hasn't caught him as much as expected. Maybe he's running less wing. Someone in the chat is making fun of your accent, by the way. And Nick is going to try and go around the outside here into the corner. And he does make it as Kurz gets yet another penalty. Too many to count at this point. As he's in P17. Well. But he has pitted. I don't know what happened with our Starman. Pulled the pole time and started second, but this isn't it. Alright. Who do we have here to chase? Is there anything I'm missing outside here?
I'm just currently scrolling this chat to see who insulted my accent.
Oh, we do have something with Quati and Pretorius over here, but yeah. Okay. Pretorius has gone into the pits. Quati gets a bit of a lose. Yeah, they're going on to the start finish straight. Boneless Cigar in P10. Going to try and overtake him soon. Surprisingly back, far behind. I was actually vouching for him to maybe win the race. So, I'm not sure if anything happened or this track doesn't By the way, earlier in the chat, I kind of missed it. Sorry about that. But Tara also says rip motivation for Thimo, who of course isn't here today. Why? I don't know. We get a bit of a battle working up here slowly with Bonus Cigar, Onion, and Tats. We're very close to each other. In fact, Quati still behind Bonus Cigar. Looks like it's going to be a four-way fight. Just a moment. But not like that, Quati. Probably want to stay inside of the track.
So, Vance, do you have a problem with my accent?
Oh, we're getting self-conscious.
I mean,
excuse me, this is not a soap opera. This is a professional F1 stream. As Hugo gets a penalty. And he's, by the way, second at the moment. I just want to throw that out there. Together with his teammate, Motocrosser.
Oh, pulling the cigars right up the backside of Tats, but he's getting blocked by Onion Bard.
By the way, just so you're not depressed here in the commentary booth, I just want to say, Triton said, Tipsy, your accent is hella creamy. Don't listen, my guy.
Thank you very much, Triton. He is the man.
When he's not using the racing line.
Because we all know a win with a win with assists is a hollow win.
Yeah, that's
Can I just point out to anyone who has a problem with my accent that, as I have said many times, I do live in the same region as our very own Liam Neeson. So, I mean, I don't know where you are, right? But I will find you.
Yep. Yeah, Hugo's pits. Hugo's pits. So he's gonna come out, I believe, the 11. He's lucky just ahead of Satoshi. If he gets to get run out of the pits, then he is gonna be out ahead of Satoshi.
Oh, Magnuson's going for a... Sorry, Bantam Magnuson's going for a pass on Vinny. Vinny's not the easiest to pass.
Oh, yeah, there are a couple cars up here in the bunch as well.
They all want a wee bit of the action. Oh, and Magnuson's going down the inside of Vinny.
Oh, yeah. Is it going to make it stick is the question, as they both lock up a lot. And Vinny's going the long way around, and he's still alongside. In fact, he's getting a bit of an advantage to him. And, of course, the next corner is an insider, so... for him... Oh.
And Silver complete. Oh no!
Ooh, and he just switches it around. He goes around the outside there. Oh. Magnussen.
This is all happening too quick for my old brain to keep up.
Can imagine.
And yeah, it sucks getting old. Chief is in first place. What happened there? Somebody come up.
He has not pitted yet.
Ah! 15 laps on the Super Softs.
Yeah.
As
I
bonus
don't know how
passes him.
Bit of an idea of this, but if you want to have a look at Silver real quick, there's a bunch of 4 cars here who are going to compete for who comes out first out of the next corner. And Silver sends it out around the inside here at the moment. Yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, he's ahead of both of the cars, but that has given Vinny a bit of an advantage because he's getting away now.
Yeah, it's giving him a bit of a breathing space.
Terrace saying he's impressed with the driving in this race so far. Agreed.
Yeah, it's been that bad.
I think it's been like that for most Tier 2 races, really. It's really not that bad. I mean, a bunch of people who've never raced each other and you get pretty respectable racing for the most part.
Of course, we could just ignore P18 at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you go from joint pole to 18th?
If your name is Milos Martika, then yeah. But intervals not leaders. Skill. Of course, darling. Here we go. Okay, so what are we looking at here? There is a yellow in Sector 2. Why is that?
Jeremy said he's still not impressed by my accent. And I mean, because I am aware that I'm speaking to the whole of Europe, or if not, the whole world.
The whole world, I mean, I wouldn't undersell this. Oh, as Onion makes a huge mistake. Oh, and he just keeps it outside the wall, though, but he's going completely off into the gravel. This is going to cost him a huge amount of positions. Oh, did he use the AI to get back on track? So, maybe that's a good one. I don't know. But yeah, he makes that mistake. Problematic for him because he had a shot there. Now the guy that I was hoping would maybe be able to win, bonus to guy, he's in P1 at the moment. And if we have a look at the tire stats here at the moment, this is for position. So, going bad for him. What keyboard Magnus is gonna do, I'm not quite sure. But bonus to guy is leading this race at the moment. And meanwhile, Vinny, fighting for P2 with Silver. And separating them. Tara says Hugo's might actually win. Yeah, it's possible. But no. I mean, Tipsy, what would that remind you of? Last time someone started last and then won the race.
Do you know what? I honestly can't think. You know?
Yeah.
No idea. I know you started last once and finished second, I think.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I started last in Singapore and finished second as well. But no, I can't remember anyone going last to first, unless you know of someone.
Wow.
Oh, was it? Oh, was it you, Bance?
What? It might have been.
I can't.
Checking on Tour Monza Season 4 here on the EGL channel. Thank you.
Wikipedia.
Yeah. So back to the race. We got Hugo's very close to Onion, who of course made a very, very costly mistake before. And he's getting put under pressure.
Yeah, I'm sure Hugo's probably crying in that car at the moment. That was a bad joke, I'm sorry.
Oh, it was supposed to be a joke.
What do you mean it was supposed to be a joke?
Well, I was assuming you were talking about crippling virality.
Your life's a joke, man.
That's true. Wow. That's a stupid bad though, okay.
Everything's, as Tara says, the racing is really good. It's been really fair, really good. But it's a hard one to commentate on for me anyway. It's probably because I'm rubbish, but
Yeah.
not an awful lot's happening.
Stop talking that.
Okay.
And chat,
So we're
I'm
just
very happy.
Not very happy. What?
Not very happy, but just acknowledging it. But appraising it. Let's put it that way. Anyways, so what is changing? Are we missing out on a battle? Pistorius and OceanChief. Wait, Ocean overtook one.
What?
OceanChief is fighting Adam, the guy who just bought a wheel off eBay, and I've said that like 3 times now. For position as he's on the inside for the next corner. There's a little Haas who's trying to get in there as well, but OceanChief comes out ahead and Kurz gets another penalty. Which might be... Oh, Boneless Cigar gets one. Oh, that might be a problem for him. That might be a real problem for him.
Chief overtook someone?
And as Terrace says in chat, it's very possible, yeah, Hugo's chilling behind Onion as he basically just gets carried for it. If you look at his ERS, he seems to be charging it right now as well. P6, probably saving fuel. The 3 DRS zones to keep him on him, which is pretty clever.
Yeah, Boneless is not doing himself any favors with all these time penalties.
Nope, and Radius isn't giving himself any favors either.
Yeah.
Although he's not exactly gonna decide his point standings.
Can I also just try to predict a comment on chat that Jeremy's probably going to make reference to my accumulation of time penalties in my last race?
He has already.
Oh, he has already.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's that right at the beginning of the stream, in fact.
Well, I mean, like, I don't want to say he's predictable or anything, you know, but we'll just leave that there.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. As Keyboard Magnussen goes into the pit for his.
Ooh, Vinny and Silver having a right battle. Vinny just passed them on turn 1, but Silver's coming back at him.
Yeah, they're side by side.
We've got a bit of action.
Turn 3, I believe this is supposed to be. I think that bend is done. No, Silver gets out. Oh no! Walden House is coming back, and he's trying to get. He's here for the position. We're gonna go on board with him now.
Yeah, these two have been a bit feisty so far the last few laps.
Tara's calling that Hugos is gonna win this race. I mean, he has a good point. He's not using his tires a whole lot. He's able to conserve. He does have younger tires than the guys around, or better said, in front of him. He gets to charge his ARS, and he gets to save fuel. So this is putting him in a brilliant position, because I highly doubt he's not able to get past Onion right now. I feel more like this is a conscious decision, because he never even seems to try when he gets close. He doesn't peek, he doesn't do anything. So it's very possible.
We must have missed something with Chief too, because Adam's got past him again.
Oh no, they've been having a bit of a fight for a little while, I suppose. I think we missed a crucial point in which Adam finally got past, who, by the way, got his wheel off eBay just last week. Have we mentioned that yet?
Frey, that's news to me, man. Oh. So Vinny's going for a dive on Silver. Oh, and he almost makes contact.
Yeah, there's a lot to watch here. OceanChief just getting overtaken again by Adam, who's trying to challenge. What are we looking at here? Yeah, we should probably keep our eyes on the
Vinny and Silver.
The 3 and 4 battle. Although, yeah, I mean, Hugos is possibly going to finish second. Quite likely, in fact, but I don't think first is in the cards for him. No. There's a big gap for him to work down, but he's going into overtake mode now. You can see he's using up his ERS, he's using full revs.
Vinny going for the dive on Silver.
Oh, this is going to help him big time, though. Potentially. No, he doesn't get a good run. But plays his cards.
Onion bar just coming up for Silver.
Yeah. Oh, there's 4 cars here challenging for the corner. And Hugos is going to have the inside, in fact. He might have just stick the overtake on all of the cars. Great overtake from him. Good racing. Next up for him is the car 12 seconds ahead, boneless. Could you quickly check for me the penalties that Hugos has? And boneless.
Alright. Alright. Oh, Vinny and Onion bars are banging wheels here.
Yep, I'm keeping an eye on him. I would look at the penalties myself, but I doubt the screen wants to.
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh, will you do it, yeah?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Seconds and 13 laps with 9 plus. What is it looking like? This is the report.
Yeah, I'm still looking.
Onion again for the penalty as well. 5. Who also had a shot at a win, by the way. Just earlier. Which of course he unfortunately bottled. So yeah, that's tough. But that's part of it, you know. Going to get stronger from it. Kitsune Singh and Charkash should probably just go and make some head. Oh, as Onion gets spun around by Vinny and Jack hits him in the side. I would be surprised if he didn't get front wing damage from that there. That was not the greatest maneuver I have seen in my entire life, I must admit. And Nick might have gotten away from that worse. I mean, maybe not entirely, but yeah, it's still no DNF. Yeah, it's true. I mean, Kitsune pointed this out earlier in chat as well. It's not anything going on in terms of DNFs or anything. I mean, it's just keeps going.
Right, Bance.
Yeah.
Report from what I've seen, Boneless definitely has 9 seconds
Okay, and
of
Hugo?
a time penalty. His 3 seconds. Hugo's is 3.
Ooh, so if anything, Hugo's is very, very close to P1 at the moment.
Oh, Onion Barge lost it.
That's not the first time. Oh, and it's in AI mode at the moment. I'm not quite sure. I say that because I thought it was possible powering, but yeah, he doesn't seem very happy at the moment.
So, Hugo's is what, 11.5 seconds behind Boneless. Now, Boneless with his 9-second penalty would mean Hugo's is effectively 2 seconds behind him. But Hugo's, of course, has 3 seconds of a time penalty, so there's a 5-second gap between them.
Yeah.
So at this moment, Hugo needs to break down a 5-second. It gets 5 seconds closer, and yeah, he could win this.
And there's another factor to consider, because Silver is behind Hugo's right now, and assuming that he can get close enough to stick to him, and can you also check if he has penalties?
Yeah, I'll check
Assuming that
Silver's.
Silver doesn't have penalties, and he gets really close to Hugo's, it's possible that he's actually going to win. Assuming that Hugo's catches up to Boneless Cigar and Silver catches up to Hugo's. That would be quite the switcheroo. But other than them, I don't know if anyone else is in contention at the moment. Vinny, technically, but unlikely. Onion's just falling apart. Yeah, it's pretty sad to see. As Satoshi also gets a penalty. Is Onion leaving the pits on softs till the end? Hasn't gone great for him. Again, he had the chance for a potential win, assuming that he doesn't have too many penalties himself. Oh, you guys could stay there peeling the onion. Someone ban Triton from chat, please.
Hold on a minute. Leave them jokes to me. By the way, Silver has got 3 seconds.
Silver's got 3 seconds as well as Hugo's. Okay. So this is a one-on-one battle between Hugo's and Silver potentially, assuming that Hugo's closes the gap to Cigar, which he isn't at the moment. And he needs 5 seconds out of this in the next 8 laps.
Yeah, he needs to get it down to 6 seconds.
Yeah, so it's gonna get very tricky for them. I don't know if it's worth spectating that at the moment because it's more of a Cold War thing. A lot of staring, not a lot of doing. Good analogy. But yeah, I'm on board with Motocross right now, who's getting close to Vinny.
Well, Hugo's has got it down to 1 second closer.
Yep, that's close.
And he is catching. He is catching, yeah, he is catching.
I wonder if he's watching the stream like on his phone or something, because in that case this would be a huge advantage to him to know exactly what's going on. Let's hope not.
Nah.
That would take away the suspense, but he does look like he's starting to push more now and using
more
battery. Which I guess by himself he already knows he has to. Hugo's gets a penalty, which means though that it opens up the door for Silver.
Yeah, I don't think Silver will get the win though, but
no, probably not. But he has a real chance of getting second at the very least.
Yeah. Well, as it stands, yeah, he'll get second because Hugo's a 6 seconds penalty.
And
Silver's only 3. No, Silver's only 3 seconds. So yeah.
3.5, yeah, he's 3.2 behind. So technically, he's still third at the moment.
No, because Hugo's has got 6 seconds.
Yeah, right. But if Silver's got 3 and the gap is 3.2.
Oh yeah, that neutralizes.
2 tenths behind him.
Yeah, sorry.
Mass is also not something for your old friend.
Ah, shut up.
Hugo's not clutching. Yep. Yep, as usual. And Curse gets another. Oh no, Curse now missing out on the win just about. This could be critical to his final race standings. Absolute disaster for Curse here. Was retired from the race after getting a bit of suspension attached at his helmet, so he had to retire. He didn't retire because he got demotivated. So a huge disaster for him. First retirement of the race, and probably the only one. But yeah, I mean, this... We can't fathom what... Final...
Oh, Hugo's lifted off there. Oh, I think it was just a point and laugh at the DNF of Kurt.
Yeah, he seems to have really held it back. Silver's not gaining anything on Hugo's. Hugo's is not gaining on Boneless. Yeah, he's just lifting a lot because of the virtual safety car.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we didn't.
No.
I just saw that top left there. Very epic. Very cool. We're not very good at this, are we?
No, not really. I was thinking that myself, but we're here now.
We're here now. They can't stop us.
It's kind of makes me feel uncomfortable that Tara's watching us.
Really, why?
If you could just stop watching us, Tara. You know?
No, I think he...
Oh, because...
I know why, because I think he's getting jealous at how well we do.
Oh.
What do you mean, oh? Is that not your thought process? What else could you possibly be thinking?
Yes, of course. That's why he's checking in on us, just to pick up some tips.
Well, I can't blame him. Let's put it that way. Yeah, Hugo's, by the way, closed it down to 8.8 seconds. And he has back marker.
The back marker almost looks like he's defending.
Oh, it's the Force India looking like he's going to defend from a car ahead. That's something that we've had. Oh, work in progress at the top. I am running a beta version of the game, like a performance version, so everything runs smoother. That's why the stream should be in 60 FPS down 1080, I think. Running well, by the way, I hope. I've really tried to up the quality here. But yeah, that's the reason I hope that doesn't bother anyone, but it really does the frame rate.
Milos saying that he just gave up after like lap 12. I mean, it's not like Milos to give up.
I mean, it took him 10 laps to lose 10 positions, so that by lap 12 he decided to give up. I can kind of see. Next week is another day. That is true. That is factually correct. Oh, Milos tried to go for a fastest lap.
Do you know what was also factually correct, fans? My weather reports.
Oh wait, and hold on. Vinny is going around the outside of motocrosser. Yes, I couldn't get a proper camera angle in. And yeah, he does put it around the outside and he has the position. At least for now.
Yeah, but
there's looking to improve in the next EGLT3 tournament. If you mean myself driving wise, God, I hope yes, because last time was not good. Not at all. Yeah, we all came terribly unprepared for 2-0 last time, so not next time. We'll see.
it's a bit like this commentating.
No, I think everyone can tell we've a lot of time into it. Stop talking us down, goddammit. We need some positivity. And the positivity we can get if you smash the MF like button. Guys, smash it. Hit it.
Onion Barge is sitting in the middle of nowhere.
And he has retired. That is actually very sad, I think. He's fought a lot, but not many things happened to him. Some of which were his fault fully, and yeah, that's just... As Kurt said, next week is another day. So, we'll get it next time, man.
Satoshi's lining up at him for a bit of weaving on the track. It was a bit of, I don't know whether it was a spectator bug, but...
Oh yeah, there's 3 cars battling it out here. Adam, Kwati, and Satoshi.
Whenever I see action like that, I want to just turn into Murray Walker. And look at that! Do you remember that?
No.
You don't remember Murray Walker?
Well,
and look at that!
Oh, okay, yeah, now I got you. Now I got what you mean.
Sick, man. That's right, I forgot you're only a child.
Yeah, I forgot you're from pre-World War II. Sorry about that.
We've got some people on the pitch! They think it's... No, that's the wrong sport.
His first exposure to Murray Walker was today. Not true! Not true.
What was that?
And you know it. No, we were talking about Murray Walker today. Me and Tara, we watched the 1991 Brazilian Grand Prix today. And we're talking about Murray Walker.
The legend.
He can't dare say that. I even sent him a podcast link that he had recently. Okay, I feel utterly disgusted. Utterly. Security, get him out of here. And look at that! Colossally, that's Mansell! Oh, people in chat pretending that I don't know. Sorry, I wasn't listening to them, okay?
How could you not listen? I was screaming in your face.
You're just not that interested.
Well...
Yeah, no, I don't know, my headphones... sorry about that. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, Kirst, I'm you know, I don't know how to feel about that. You know, you almost got pole, but not quite. Broke your first promise you made to us in the audience. Adam gets another penalty. I think we can stop mentioning them now because I have absolutely no clue how many these guys have now. So, they all have a lot. That's all I know. Grassy just also gets one. Hugo, 7.6 seconds behind Boneless.
So Boneless has got a 9-second penalty.
Hugo has 6 seconds.
Yep.
So he needs to get it under 3 seconds in gap in order to do this one on the last lap. So the only way he's gonna get this is if Boneless gets another puncture. Which I'll assume we'll try and avoid this time. And Tara says, Hugo's not clutching and letting me down. Yeah, not just you. I think the nation has a service. Yeah. He's going to be happy about a P2 anyway. But he hasn't quite managed to do what the legendary driver did in US Season 4 Monza race. What I'm talking about.
No idea. Do you want to enlighten us? As Boneless crosses the line?
Crosses the line indeed, and he secures the win. Oh, for a moment I thought it was Boneless getting a penalty then. That would have been it. Hugo's finishes second. So we also have Silver. Gonna make it. Maybe P3 unless Motocross has anything to say about it. He doesn't. So, yeah, this is our podium. Boneless, Hugo's, and Silver for this race. I did say, by the way, I'm just gonna, you know, we talked about our predictions. I did say that Boneless was gonna win. If it wasn't
well,
you know, that's all I'm saying.
Yes, you did say that. Can I just say I've called it right the last 3 rounds? So,
You haven't.
I mean, it's 3. Yes, I have!
No, you
it's
haven't.
3-1. Yes, I have!
Yes, I have!
Seriously, I have.
Yeah. I don't know about that, Chief. I'm gonna quickly get helper. That is. I'm gonna look at the end results.
Just look at that. I mean, that is a sexy man, that right there.
That is a sexy man, isn't it? Like the villain from Spider-Man 2. Who's this? It's your man, Giovinazzi. Very, very beautiful.
I ran on P1.
I'm Cinderella.
So who have you got lined up for us, Spans?
What have I got lined up for you?
Yeah. Did you not say you were gonna bring someone in?
Oh no, it was our friend Gio. There now, bottom left on the screen. Have you not seen it?
Oh. Yes.
Bilosh lined up. Actually, yeah, Bilosh can come in for a quick interview. Interview time.
Hello.
Hello, Milos Martika.
Milos!
We're gonna put on our interview display now.
I think we need to put on some sad music.
Yeah, as our interview.
It's a very sad day in the Ferrari pit crew today, to be honest.
So, do you want me to pose the question to him, man?
Yes, of course.
So, Bilos, can you please explain to our viewers how your race completely crumbled?
Well, quality was fairly decent. I was really happy with it. maybe could have gone pole if the braking marker was there. But yeah, I'm happy enough starting second. But then had a wee mediocre start.
A wee mediocre start.
A little bit.
A wee mediocre start.
Understatement.
Understatement. I hit hard on the first lap in the last corner, and I thought he went a bit slow. But I don't really blame him since he's on the keyboard anyway. And a yellow wing until like lap 9 decided to pit, and just kind of, man, I was just really fucking depressed at that point. I mean, freaking, it just didn't really matter to you at that point. I was down in 18th, and I was like, well, there's not really much point to it anymore. So I tried to go for fastest lap, and either got a penalty on each lap or someone spun ahead of me. So that went well.
Although I hope you like my interview graphics.
I do like the barrier indeed, yeah. But I don't know. Could have been a good race, but it wasn't. So.
But Bilos, you promised us pole.
Did and you?
Well,
you
I did
failed
say
us.
the exact same. I did say it's the
But
exact
that doesn't count.
It does.
No, it doesn't because you started number 2.
Well, I basic started P1.
Not really. But if you're P2, you're P2.
In all fairness, there was no braking board, so you know, just saying.
Excuses.
Excuses. That's a solid 10th there.
So anyway, is there anything else there is to?
Well, let's hope that next week it'll be more of the same, except the race.
That guys, and smash the MF like button and subscribe button, guys, and tune in just a few days' time for SLR, followed by 2SRL on the day after. 1820 GMT +1. See you there. Hasta la vista.
Bye.